Uh, let's just get this over with. Okay, next. Who are you? Hello, my name is Morgan P. Stanley III, and today I will be auditioning for the part of Hamlet in Shakespeare's play called Hamlet. Yes, I know who wrote the play. I'm the one who's directing it. Just start whenever you're ready. All right, Morgan, you got this. What is a woman? That is the question. 'Tis it in thou brain that determines each sex? Is it thy genitalia or thy breasts? Is there a difference between gender and sex? Is it biology that leads us to an X and a Y? Low I have researched, and high I have climbed, but still my answer won't be mine. Woman, oh woman, they confuse me, woe. Doth a human know what makes a woman so? Thine brain is racked with a question dear, so can someone make the answer clear? I state again, what is a woman? Please tell me, what is a woman? Thank you. Wow, that was absolutely incredible! I'm so glad that you were inspired to write this using Shakespeare as inspiration. What a great mind. But you ask such a very great and genuine question. What really is a woman? Do you happen to have the answer to that? Well, no, that's why I wrote this. I have been wondering for a year or so. Do you know the answer? No, I don't have any idea. I'm not a biologist. But I am a director, and I know that you have talent. You got the role.
What you are about to experience is out of this world. Politics, history, and of course, a lot of entertainment. It's time to rock it with the Docket.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Dockery with the Dockery Docket. We are here with our very 90-second episode of the Dockery Docket. I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you are excited to be here as well. And if you are excited to be here as well, make sure to go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so then you never miss one of my videos. So, if you want me to be honest with you, I really didn't want to talk about this whole Supreme Court situation. Because, honestly, I don't care about the Supreme Court situation at all. As long as they aren't accusing them of rape or digging into their yearbooks and claiming that they are a gang rapist or something like that, then it doesn't really matter to me. But because it's in the news, we have to talk about it. As there was a Supreme Court justice named Justice Breyer who decided to retire, which meant that Joe Biden had the opportunity to fill that seat. So the process is the President of the United States picks someone, and then they go to the Senate to be confirmed. And before they are confirmed, they get asked a bunch of questions by different senators. Questions like, what are you going to do on the bench? What about gun control? What do you think about Roe v. Wade? However, there are some questions that can stump you, and this happened with Joe Biden's current nominee for the Supreme Court, named Judge Jackson. Now, some of these questions are very much softball questions. You can hit them right out of the park, super easy. Like, for example, this question by Martha Blackburn. Here is the question, and here is Judge Jackson's reply.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah,
I can't.
you can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the meaning
biologist.
of the word
What is a woman? This is just a wonderful question. Throughout history, for thousands of years, we as humans have been asking really hard questions. What is the meaning of life? Which political ideology is best? How did life begin? Can we fix it? However, it's this question that has us all stumped. as we should all know that there is a huge difference between a boy and a girl, a man and a woman. From the beginning of time, we have known the difference between men and women. If you are religious, you know that God created Adam and Eve. The Bible talks about how both of them together were a team, and they fit each other perfectly. And then later on, when man sinned, the punishment for women was that they would have painful pregnancies, meaning that according to the Bible, women are the ones that give birth and have children. I mean, come on, this is basic stuff. Even if you aren't religious, you should still know that there is a difference between men and women. Every single mammal has a male and a female. That is how we reproduce. If a species has all male or it has all female, then they go extinct because they can't reproduce and grow their population. People also know that men and women have different body parts. Take it away, kid from Kindergarten Cop.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Thank you. The differences between the sexes makes us both unique and makes us feel like we have a purpose in this world. All of this should be simple, but apparently it's not. Now, once again, I want to make myself clear that this has absolutely nothing to do with the new Supreme Court Justice nominee. I don't care about the confirmation process, and she will more than likely be confirmed, and that's perfectly fine. We might disagree on political ideology, but I don't think that her confirmation will change the political world that we live in right now. The problem that I'm having with this whole situation is that the question of what is a woman screams volumes, as it shows where the Democrats are going with this whole gender theory idea. Because it's not like she doesn't know what the answer is, because of course she does. Everyone knows what the answer is. Everyone knows what a woman is. The problem is that if she actually told the truth, then the LGBTQUAAIP silent F community would go absolutely berserk. And I mean, she could have answered this question very easily and honestly. She could have said, a woman is a person that gives birth. That's wrong. Men can have babies too. A woman is a person that has a period. That's wrong. Men can have periods too. A woman is a person with specific genitalia. That's wrong again. Men have that too. It's a narrative that the Democrats keep pushing and pushing and pushing because we can't offend anyone, even with basic facts and biology. When you live in a fantasy world, then crazy things are going to happen. Also, I think that her answer was very shocking as well. I don't know, I'm not a biologist. Now, it seemed to me like this answer was just trying to avoid the question and move on to another one. However, with the situation gaining so much political steam, the media had to, of course, come out and tell everyone that Judge Jackson was right, and we have no idea what a woman is, let alone what a female is. As USA Today ran a piece that said, Marsha Blackburn asked Judge Jackson to define woman. Get ready, here's the kicker. Science says there's no simple answer. What? No simple answer? That honestly can't be possible. Once again, from the beginning of time, we knew that men and women were different. Along with this, for the past 2 whole years during COVID, the left has been saying, follow the science, don't be a science denier, science is great, science is power, we love science. Have you followed the science? Have you followed the biology? What about the natural way things work? Let's look at this article and maybe we can get some of these answers. Because we all know that there is a clear scientific definition of what a woman is. Let's see if this article actually answers what a woman is. Now, this article is absolutely crap as it is full of people with gender studies degrees, or as I like to call them, a waste of time and money, as there was a scientist and gender studies scholar named Rebecca Jordan Young that said, there isn't one single biological answer to the definition of a woman. There's not even a singular biological answer to the question of what is a female. Well, I am no biologist, and I can tell you that there is a biological answer for what a woman is. Biologically, a woman has XX chromosomes, while men have XY chromosomes. This is how it has been for thousands of years, until we stop so men can wear dresses or whatever. This idea was expressed by another scientist named Sarah Richardson, who went to Harvard. Waste of time there. She said, as is so often the case, science cannot settle what are really social questions. So science can't answer this simple question because it is a social issue. Once again, I was told to trust the science, and that the science never lied, and the science was the 100% truth. Well, apparently, science has changed once again. Someone call Anthony Fauci, and we can be whatever gender we want, whenever we want, even though we are perfectly biologically made. So it looks like the only thing that can change science is when someone gets offended. How convenient for the left. Now, this whole Supreme Court situation is also very interesting because Joe Biden picked Judge Jackson because she was black and because she was a woman. Those are Joe Biden's words. Those are not mine. However, why would it matter if she was a woman if we have this new belief in this new science that a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy? I mean, if Clarence Thomas were to come out tomorrow and put on a wig and say, I'm a woman, would the left accept that? They would have to, right? Because it's new science. However, with most things in our country today, it just gets wackier and wackier, as Judge Jackson was asked about abortion. Now, her and I disagree on this topic, but her answer is interesting, as she said, Roe and Casey are the settled law of the Supreme Court concerning the rights to terminate a woman's pregnancy. Wait. Hold on just 1 minute. I thought you said you didn't know what a woman was. Now you're saying that women can get pregnant? I mean, is this judge a bigot or something? Doesn't she know that men can get pregnant too? It's all just a bunch of wackiness. It's sad to me that the left is pushing this agenda so hard because it is going to end up obliterating women's sports. As we know, there are differences between men and women, and this separation makes both of the genders special. With men, we have testosterone, which means that men have a bigger muscle mass, a sharper memory, and a bump in energy. Along with this, as men go through puberty, testosterone takes a role. As their shoulders get broader, their arms get longer, their legs get longer, and they are just different than women. Now, for all my female listeners, this is not a knock on you at all. Women are super strong, and they can literally make human beings and push them out. I can't do that. That's incredible. And I bet that there are many women out there that can beat me up and are stronger than me. I get that. I know that. What I am saying is that there is a difference between men and women biologically, so when a person that has been on testosterone all of their lives, they go through puberty with testosterone, there is going to be a biological difference between that person and women. This is what is happening right now with the whole Leah Thomas situation, and it could kill women's sports as we know it. Leah Thomas is a transgender who was a male during puberty, which makes Leah different than her female counterparts. Leah Thomas is a massive 6'1", and in this picture, you can see that Leah dwarfs the competition. I know the stage is set up so the person in first looks taller, but this image just speaks volumes. You can see that Leah has longer arms compared to the other female competitors. You can also see that Leah has longer legs as well, and both of those things are very important, especially when it comes to swimming. Now, there are memes floating around out there that shows that Leah Thomas isn't really the best swimmer in the world, as there's an article that talks about how Leah Thomas lost the race. However, Leah is still breaking records and shattering the competition, as Leah participated in the Zippy Invitational in Akron, Ohio, and won the 200-yard freestyle with a time of 1.41.93, a time that was good enough to set school, pool, and program records, and marked the fastest in the nation this season. Along with this, another time, Leah won a 500-yard freestyle by a whopping 14.39 seconds. Let me break that down for you. That means that Leah was 14.39 seconds faster than the woman that took second place, and that's absolutely crazy. Leah is breaking records, and it is because Leah has an unfair advantage. So here's the situation. If Leah does have an unfair advantage, why is it that no one is standing up and saying, hey, this is wrong and we want female sports to be just for females? Well, because honestly, these women are in the same boat as the judge was when she was asked what a woman was. Because a woman could come out and say, hey, this is wrong. Leah Thomas has a biological difference than these other women, and it is unfair. And then they would be labeled as a transphobe. For example, Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be a male and was in the Olympics, came out and said that she was against biological males competing in female sports because it's not fair. Well, guess what? The left has deemed Caitlyn Jenner a transphobe, even though Caitlyn is a transgender. If someone on Leah's team were to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong, they could get their scholarships taken away. They could get kicked out of the university, and they would be seen as a hateful person, a bigot. So some of these female swimmers are just accepting it, but other female swimmers are actually standing up and taking a stand. As one female swimmer expressed her concern as she finished in 17th place, and the top 16 are the ones that qualify for the next round. This swimmer felt like she was robbed of that spot because of Leah Thomas being in the race. She said in her statement, "I'd like to point out that I respect and fully stand with Leah Thomas. I'm convinced that she is no different than me or any other D1 swimmer who has woken up at 5 a.m. her entire life for morning practice." She continued by saying, "On the other hand, I would like to critique the NCAA rules that allow her to compete against us, who are biological women. I'm writing this letter right now in hopes that the NCAA will open their eyes and change their rules in the future. It doesn't promote our sport in a good way. It is disrespectful against the biological female swimmers who are competing in the NCAA." Now, it is just ridiculous to think that she first has to say that she supports Leah Thomas, because if she doesn't, then she will be canceled, or the school will drop her. People should be able to have their own opinions, even if other people think that they are wrong. We live in a free country, folks. Now, there was some fear that this woman was banned on Twitter, but Twitter was actually protecting her because the account seemed to be a fake. So while she was criticizing Leah Thomas and the NCAA, luckily she's able to do that freely and be protected by social media because it was a fake account. However, social media has gone after other people because, once again, we can't figure out in this society what a woman is. This time, it was about Rachel Levine, who was nominated by USA Today as one of their Women of the Year, which, if you don't know, Rachel Levine is a transgender woman. So the Babylon Bee, which is a satirical website, decided to take advantage of this situation and posted an article claiming that Rachel Levine was Babylon Bee's Man of the Year. Twitter then suspended the account of Babylon Bee CEO Seth Dillon, who said they will not take down the content because truth is not hate speech. Then Charlie Kirk rang in on the same situation and said Rachel Levine spent 54 years of his life as a man. He had a wife and a family. He transitioned to become a woman in 2011. Joe Biden appointed Levine to be a 4-star admiral, and now USA Today has named Rachel Levine as a Woman of the Year. Where are the feminists? He was also suspended from Twitter for these comments. But wait, it just gets better, as Tucker Carlson took both of these tweets and put them into one image and said, but wait, both of these tweets are true. Just that simple sentence got him suspended from Twitter as well. It is scary to me to think that something like a joke or saying both tweets are true could get you banned or suspended from social media. It is scary that we can't look at the truth anymore and say that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, because we are afraid that we might offend someone or hurt someone's feelings. We should all be able to identify what a man is and what a woman is, because facts are facts, and there is no way that we can change that. The science is set. If you don't believe that, then I guess you are a science denier. In the end, it is another week where I feel like I am creating another docket that is controversial. I hate being controversial and I hate confrontation, but I feel like the truth needs to be spoken out more. I believe that I can say, guess what? If you believe that you are a transgender, then you can go and do that. I honestly don't care. You can go live your life however you want. I believe that I can also say that it is not fair for Leah Thomas to be competing in the NCAA women's division because it's not fair to the other women that are in the pool. I'm scared that we are going to start living in a society that is confused about everything. Women are brave, beautiful, and special, but anyone can be a woman. Women should be protected from men going into the locker room or bathroom because it might lead to inappropriate situations when anyone can be a woman, so let them all into the locker room and all of them into the bathroom. Just get rid of the bathroom signs altogether. We don't need them anymore, apparently, because we're not all biologists and can't tell which gender is which anymore. So if anyone out there asks you what a woman is, tell them the truth. Tell them the correct answer, not some PC garbage, because the correct answer is the truth. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.